Hey, what's up everyone? Bit me some back with another Hbar video. Right now I'm on the Hedera Hashgraph 1 hour time frame. Thanks for watching video again. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you could do that for me and like and subscribe. We just hit 30 subscribers. In the last video I asked if we could hit 30 subscribers and you guys did it, so I appreciate everybody subscribing. Shout out to all the new subscribers. And our next goal is going to be 35. So if we could hit 35 subscribers, that'll be the next goal. So I would appreciate all the new subscribers. If you guys could hit that subscribe button, I would appreciate it. Alright, so let's just jump into this video real fast. So in yesterday's video, we were just talking about pretty much this flag that was forming, and we did break out of it, hit this support, came back up, and then came back down again, pretty much right under the support, broke it again, came back up to the blue line, and now we're back in this decision area right here. This decision area, if we break above it and close, we'll be back into this box. If we break this down and close underneath, we're hitting back to this support line. So I just want to show you guys a video I did yesterday, just kind of saying what could possibly happen, and so I just want to let you check it out. This is yesterday's video I had made.
I'm not sure how I made this line, why I made it. Okay, so it's probably for the bottom of that support. So what I'm thinking is that, so since this is support now, it's going to come back down here, probably hit that, come back in here.
Alright, yeah, so pretty much what I was saying was we were right here. So what I was thinking is that we were going to hit this support line and then bounce back up into this area, and it's exactly what happened. So it definitely was a good move. And if you notice, after this drop, there was a little bearish flag forming. So if you were watching it at that point, you could have definitely caught that bearish flag breakdown. But yeah, that's just kind of was my idea. Like how I was saying is that once I realized that this was that support line I had drew from previous times, when it was in this box area, I felt like if it's gonna break this blue box, it'll come into this one lower, and then that's when it's gonna hit this line and bounce up. But technically we broke underneath the line a little bit. So what I think kind of that is that, okay, there's people that would have put their stop loss or buy limit or sell limit or something like right here at this point, and what they do is they usually drop it right underneath that limit order or that stop limit, so that way it could liquidate everybody in this little area right there, and all of these people get liquidated, but then it just goes back up anyway. So that's why they say sometimes if you're using leverage, don't put your order right at the line where you think it's going to break. You usually go a little bit underneath it. That way, if it does break that, you give yourself a little wiggle room right here. But that's what I'm thinking. Like I said, I was thinking it was going to bounce off that line. So it was definitely a good call just to kind of predict where that's going to go. So that's why I predict, just to see if I'm right or not. And I go back to watch it to see if it plays out or not. So just to let me know that I'm on the right track. Yeah, so alright, so let's see what we could get into right now. So this was that main support right here. So yeah, so pretty much what's happening now is that, let me see what this pattern is. Okay, if you guys remember, previous video we were just talking about, we're pretty much in a giant flag right now. We're breaking it a little bit, but coming back in it, breaking it a little bit up here, coming back in it. Now we're pretty much on the, if you drew a line right in the middle of this bar, we're on the top half of it. So at least, we're close to breaking out this point. So this is pretty much what I think these breakouts are they're getting ready to, like I said, we're not at the bottom no more. So if we were at the bottom, we would have a long way to go if we were at the bottom of this pattern. So if we were way down here, it would take so much to get back out of this flag. So since we're at the top half of this flag, it'll only take a good solid move to, break out of it. So that's why I was thinking, so when I zoom back in, that's what this gray box is pretty much that giant flag. So when we did break the flag right here, we gave it a little soft retest, and then we came back and we broke it. But now we're back out of it. So like I said, this green box is pretty much the next deciding factor. So this is what's holding us afloat right now, is this box right here. So with this box, this one right here, this yellow one, that's pretty much the demand zone or supply zone. So that's where we're, like I said, that's why we're consolidating in between it right now, because it can't make up its mind of which way it wants to go. So if I were to try to make a pattern from here, this could be something that I do right here. So I would do that one, and then I could get this one, and like that. Let me put these there. Maybe this down a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna get, instead of the wicks, I'm gonna do just the body of the candle, because like I said, that way the wicks could jump out of it if it wants, but it'll let me know if it closes underneath it, then that's definitely letting me know it's on the downside compared to the upside. So yeah, that one is pretty much like that. So I guess this could be a pattern that we're noticing now, is this little, either it's like a pennant. If you notice right here in the middle of the page towards the bottom, there's a pennant, there's a bullish one and a bearish one. So one goes up and one goes down, but it's pretty much the same little perfect little small triangle, or it's a symmetrical triangle like here at the top left. So it's pretty much just a even triangle, pretty much from the bottom and the top. Let me double check to see. So with that triangle, it's pretty much symmetrical, but it's at an angle going upwards at least. So if that's the case, I don't know if that considers it a descending triangle or a rising wedge. Like I said, I'm still learning about these, trying to figure out which one. It's kind of whatever you decide. But at the end of the day, if you notice an ascending triangle, actually, that's when the top is going straight left to right, and then a descending is left to right. It's going straight, but at the bottom. And if you know the rising wedge and falling wedge, when those two lines are going the same direction, pointing at that angle. So let me see again. Like, it pretty much, well, if I did the bodies, technically this next candle is underneath this body of candles. So like I said, that's kind of looking like a nice pennant. But yeah, so if this breaks from this triangle and it gives it a retest and it doesn't close, at least inside of this green box up here, we probably won't be pushing up. So this next green candle right here, I'm on the 1 hour Hbar video, or yeah, this is the Hbar video for the 1 hour time frame right now. This is just so I could get a quick, let me switch to the 4 hour to get a little bit more confirmation to see. Okay, so pretty much getting the same thing with it on the 4 hour. But in the 4 hour, this candle is still inside of this triangle, so that's actually a good thing. So pretty much that's kind of my thinking right now, is that this next this red candle right here, depending where it closes at, if it closes inside, like if you see this wick is starting from the bottom pretty far, so if you start from there and then it closes like this is the square way up here, and then the wick is just long like that, then that's letting us know we had a lot of buying pressure pushing us up to this area right here. So that lets us know we do have some buying pressure. But if, like I said, this wick is on the upside like that, then that lets us know we got selling pressure pushing us down. So, oops. So yeah, so that's why this next the candle that's forming now on the 4 hour is important. So we'll figure out if it closes a little bit underneath this line, that kind of confirms it. But once we close a full candle underneath, then yeah, we're definitely coming down. And I'm gonna just give a little prediction if, but it could always switch, cause let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, yeah, so we had this coming down like that, and then we shot up a little bit. That was a move you could have caught. And then while it's consolidating right here as a rectangle, it breaks down. You could have caught that as a move. And then now after that, then you would catch this little bullish flag, and then you would ride it up like that. And then now, as of this flag that just broke down, that's pretty much the next formation that's forming. So all these patterns pretty much followed everything. 1, 2, 3, 4 patterns. 4 out of 4 have followed. The last 4 patterns have followed exactly. So if I had to guess, this pattern, whichever way it breaks, it's gonna follow that way. So it looks like we're pushing down a little bit. So especially if we break this green or this yellow box, we'll definitely hit a retest up here and then come back down to here. And then this is where the next deciding factor is gonna be. So like I said, this is the deciding factor right there. If we break right there or we break above it, we're going up. So like I said, if whichever way it breaks is the way we're gonna head right now. And I'm thinking current price right now is 21.88. Let me give a few price targets. If we break 21.80, then we're coming down, and we close underneath 21.80, we're coming down to about 21.28. And if we break 21.28, then that pretty much tells me that we're going to keep coming down lower. So that's the first target. So the first target we need to break down is 21.77. The next one going down will be 21.30 or so. And if we break 21.30, then the next one for sure will be this line right here. And that was a good thing I kept this line. This is a trend line too. So that box will be coming in around 20.45. So yeah, so deciding factor right here, and we're breaking that. This is the next deciding factor, and then if we break that, we're coming in here to decide that. All right, so let's see. That's going down. Let's see if we move up. You never know. It could always pop up. So if we were to pop up and close above 22.25, we'll be pushing up, and then 22.25, then 22.65 is that next target we need to break to push up towards 2350. So I mean, I'm just, like I said, if it comes up, it would ride this one, take this as support because it's technically support right now. So if it breaks up, it'll use that as support unless it turns it into resistance to come back down. So it just kind of depends on these next move. Let's check the RSI right now just to see. So in the RSI and the MACD, technically on the and if you notice this yellow line on the MACD, it was rising up, and now we're kind of cooling off. We did cross at the top. Right here we crossed. So at that cross, it let us know we were pretty much coming down. So, and that's why this red candle from here is on the downwards. So the stock technically crossed to go back upwards, but we weren't in the oversold area really just yet. So, I mean, it looks like it's going to cross, but it's technically going back down. So if it does cross this stock going back down, then that's what's going to cause this to go back down. And then we're going to give it a retest, get rejected to come back down to here. So yes, that's just my thinking. And then the MACD, yeah, crossing to come back down. The RSI, we just fell underneath this 50 line right now. So that technically is telling me that we're on the downside now. So if we're on a downside, we're not going up. The only other way to do is to go down. So I would think, yeah, we're probably going to push down for a bit. And this is in the 4 hours, so this is for the next few hours. We might bounce back around in the hour time frame, but 4 hour looks like we might be coming down. But yeah, so if you guys haven't liked and subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you guys like and subscribe. And if this video could get 10 likes, I'll make a second video pretty much updating how this pattern broke out, and then we could give some new price targets. And then I just want to show you guys this extra chart. If you guys made it this far into the video, nobody else will see this chart besides you guys. Let me find it. Okay, right here. All right, so if you guys haven't seen this video yet, or this chart that I had made yet, so pretty much in this, the idea of this chart was once we hit this blue line, we come down. We started pumping up, hit this blue line, we come down. Hit this blue line, we come down. So what's next is we hit this blue line, we're coming down. This next thing is the deciding factor right here, this blue line. And that blue line is coming in, I believe, in, let me put this one, actually the 1 day. I'm on the 1 day. Yeah, so that's where I was thinking, is that this is gonna be the next move. Like, let me zoom in on a blue line. If you notice, every time this blue line hits, it's a red candle. Oh, that one. Oh, so it might have moved. I might have actually moved it. Sorry. This is why. Oh, no. Did I move it? I must have moved it. Sorry. Let me try to fix it back to where it's supposed to go. Alright, I believe it's right there. There it is. Yeah, I might have moved it by accident. Alright, so look, every time we hit a blue line, red candle. Blue line, red candle. Blue line, red candle. And if you notice, this is on the day. I have a little, what it kind of looks like is a possible shoulder. This looks like a head, and then this little next pump is probably gonna bring us up to right when we hit this blue line, and then that's when we're gonna hit this next support. And if we break this support right here, that's when we're gonna follow down to this area, and then this is the next target. And if we turn this in from resistance into, or from support into resistance, then that's what's gonna bring us more down. So just from this one chart that I have, Like I said, it'll tell me whether or not I was on the right track or not once this day comes. But the day that I have right now is 3 days away. 3 days away from today. So the next three candles, if this next one comes up a little bit, comes up, this once it hits this blue line, like I said, the last four have all played out that way. So I won't go against that just yet. And like I said, the way the stock and the RSI and stuff. Let me check the stock on the daily. Stock. So the RSI, the MACD. I like to put the stock at the top because that's like the current. I like to put the MACD that way. Let me get rid of this money flow. Money flow is cool too, but it's kind of the same as these other ones, I guess. Yeah, make some more room. And then all my MACD's not even right on here. 8.521 or 8.21. 8.21.5. 8.21.5. Yep, that's it. Alright, so 8.21.5 for that. And let me change this into columns so I could see it better. Alright, so yeah, on the daily. Oh, technically we did just cross right now. And this RSI is on the downside. We are making new highs. So I'm thinking, let me see. And by this day, we're above. So, I mean, I could have been saying we're dropping, but then maybe this might be the reversal that could be happening. I mean, you don't really know what's going to happen, but so this, like I said, if this is a head and shoulder, then we come here to come down, and then we hit that to go back up. But this is why I'm thinking, so this line right here is the support that we need to stay above. So if we close, and then hit this blue line, we're probably going to follow it again. So I would definitely keep an eye out for this next. It's March 2nd is the next move, I believe, that's going to either bring us way down or it's going to go back up. But like I said, we technically just crossed right now in the MACD. So we are a little low. And then the MACD is switching over to the upside. I mean, so I'm just trying to find switch. Okay. So yeah, so I think that's gonna be the next thing. So yeah, just keep an eye out for March 2nd, and just keep update. Just like and subscribe. That way you can see this video once I make it, once this day comes, and we can figure out which way it's gonna move. So, I mean, if you do notice at the top of here too, there's actually a double top. It looks like. So, if that double top were to play out, this might have been the retest to confirm it's not going down. Because this is where it was supposed to break if it was gonna break. So I mean, like I said, this March 2nd could be the reversal. So once we could be coming down even. So this is my thing, is if we're going up and we hit this blue line, we're coming down. If we're working our way down and we hit this blue line, then we're coming up. So that's why I think it's important to follow these next few candles to make sure to let us know which way we're going. So yeah, just keep up to date with these videos. I'll make sure I show you guys some more stuff in the future. Just like and subscribe, and if you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.